Well, hello everybody. This is me, Stanger Brook, here in Puerto Vallarta with another Puerto Vallarta video fishing report. And things this week have gotten a little better. You know, we've been talking about how we had a hurricane here a couple weeks ago and fish move in, fish move out. Well, kind of pushed some fish out, and here we are in the second week and fish are coming back. So we're pretty happy about that. Right now, if you're heading out, if you're out there at Corbetena, one of our deep water fishing grounds, you've got sailfish, you've got some 25-pound Dorado, we got some trash lines out that way, believe it or not, and a lot of floating debris. Floating debris is a Dorado gold mine, so don't avoid any of that. We got tuna. We got 40, 60-pound tuna out there about 10 miles north of the rock of Corbetena. And the seas haven't been exactly rough out there, but there have been some, pretty long intervals, some pretty good swells out there. So make sure you check on the ocean conditions, sea conditions before you head out. Plenty of bait out there. Water temperatures are just where they should be. Actually, they're probably a little bit low. If you're all interested in this, maybe you should check out a little bit about the El Nino effect out there. Looks like we're coming into an El Nino, so that kind of messes with the fishing, messes more with the currents, and that pushes fish around. But for now, we're looking pretty good in that situation. We've got some fish out there, so 10 hours is worth the trip. Blue marlin are running out there anywhere from 350 to 600 pounds. So well worth the try right now. It'll probably get better in a few more days. But we're in the middle of fishing high season right now. October and November are when the sailfish really start to move in. We have our tournaments out there, so if you're interested in our local tournaments, let me know. The big one, the Pezbella tournament, or I think they now call it the Marlin tournament, and showing my age. And that's going to be right there in the middle of November, so if you have any questions, give me a call. I'll fill you in on that one. Coming in a little bit closer from El Morro to Punta Mita. That area's been seeing some rooster fish. We're seeing Dorado and any kind of floating structure or crap or debris or logs, you name it. There's all kinds of things out there in the water. So that's always a gold mine. Maybe a few Jack Rebels out there, maybe some pompano. You might get lucky to see some snappers, but they're all going to be in very low numbers, and I can't really say you should rely on that when you get out there. Sailfish are in that area as well. So Punta Mita all the way over to El Morro, that whole area is alive and well, and frankly, it's probably your best bang for your fishing dollar right now, especially if you're a private boat. Again, things change on a daily basis, so make sure you contact me, fire me an email. I'm more than happy to answer your questions or respond to your comments. So that's all looking pretty good. Once you get inside the bay, it's a whole different deal. Normally, the bay during the summertime is not, you would think it would be good, but it's not your best place to be fishing. All the deep water locations are where we're famous, for the marlin, sailfish, the Dorado, the tuna, the sailfish, all that good stuff. So inside the bay right now, we got Jack Rebels, but they're up, they're down. Sometimes they take bait, sometimes they don't. It's really off season for them. We do have some sailfish in the south end of the bay down there, and if you catch one of those, you should probably jump on a plane and go to Las Vegas, because you're one lucky dog. Tuna coming up at Yalapa is a little bit different. You have to chum a little bit to get them up, but they got tuna. We got fish around all the structure. We got some nice sized Dorado in the bay as well, down by Los Arcos. Of course, everything over there is away from the rivers, so you're going to get cleaner water, and just a little something to remember. If you're heading up to, say, Cabo Corrientes, that area over there, I've been hearing they've been seeing some rooster fish up that way. So I don't get too many reports over there, but that's kind of like what's happening. Plenty of bait in the water. We got bait all over the place. That's not a problem, especially deep water. We got skipjack tuna. We got bonita. Then we got the regular players. You got the crocodiles, the flying fish, green runners, you name it, it's out there. No krill. The krill has moved out, so that's a good thing for us. So at least you can run some baits. And if you're going to be running any kind of baits, I'd recommend the guacamayos. The guacamayos are always important. And petroleros. Guacamayos, petroleros, and guacamayos are kind of green-yellow. They mimic Dorado. Petroleros are kind of purple, black, and green. They're kind of ugly, but the fish seem to love them. And sometimes dead bait works better than live bait, but right now live bait is good. So, run some live bait, run a lure, and if anything happens, give me a call, fire me an email, tell me what's happening, and I'll include your information in my report. So, for about now, that's pretty much it. Trying to think about anything that's coming up. COVID right now is, you know, the whole world's dealing with that mess. But right now, all the bars, all the restaurants, everything's open. High season officially starts here around the 1st of October. It's going to be the middle of November before the temperatures really start to drop around here. But the good news is that we're doing business and the boats are fine and the fish are here. So other than any kind of restrictions you might have getting here and getting back home, Puerto Vallarta is in pretty good shape. And my personal feelings are Puerto Vallarta is probably the best place to be during this whole thing. It's still probably the best place to be if you're thinking about retiring, and I'm pretty happy about all that. So we'll try to keep this short this week. If you have any questions about anything at all, tours, fishing, we're updating our products, and we're working on our webpage. So new boats, new products, new everything. And just kind of keep your eyeballs open. We got a lot of things going to be changing around here pretty soon. You guys looking for big tuna? We're going to still have our 2.5 to 4.5 day trips out to the Marias. We stay within the legal limits outside, but you know, a lot of you folks out there, you hear these stories that they tell you that, oh, the weather's bad and this and that and the other thing. You hit hurricanes, but listen, we're less than 100 miles away from the Tres Marias Islands. You can turn around and be back here in no time. So if there was any kind of conditions, you can come back. I've never had to cancel a trip going out to the Tres Marias Islands. Never had any real problems. And you know, as long as you play by the rules out there, you're all right. You always hear about the guys that don't, and you know, of course, that's a bit of a problem. But 2.5 day trips, $9,800, 70-foot luxury bird room. We've even got a live well on the bow, so it's a top-notch deal, plenty of freezing. And if you have any questions, pardon me, an email. And with that, I think I'm going to get going. We'll put some pictures out there this week. And listen, I'm writing articles now for VallartaBayTimes.com, Vallarta Bay Times. I do a series called Living Like a Locals. Not to mention, I put up my fishing reports there. If you're looking for something a little fun and interesting to read, give them a try. And they're a great source for local information as well. So, having said all that, this is Stan, Puerto Vallarta. Don't forget to kiss your fish, and don't forget we're here for you anytime you need it, or anytime you need us. So, all right, talk to you later, and thanks for continuing watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and did I say share? Bye. See you later.